Hi everyone, my name is Tanya Klein and I'm a professional organizer. I am the president of Precision Organizing, and I organize homes and home offices in Pikesville, in Baltimore, in Owings Mills and the surrounding areas. And I wanted to make a video to show you something very interesting. I want to just tell you firstly that when I organize for people, there are many times that people think it's like an all or nothing situation. You either have to have everything done perfectly, or your house can't be partially organized or put together in a way that works for you. And I want to tell you that's not the case. If you can have a little bit of the chaos tamed and kind of put together so that you can find things a little easier, that's already a very big help. And what I wanted to focus on today was your desktop clutter. So many times people have a desk that looks something like this. They've got papers everywhere and they've got so much stuff to take care of, but they can't find anything. But they know they have to keep the papers because they know there's important things on them. So they come in to work, or they're working in their home office, or even on their personal things, which I use my desk, for my business, but I also have all of our personal work that needs to be done in my office. So they come into their office or wherever it is, and they've got all this stuff and they don't know what anything is, and then they can get a phone call from somebody who's really frantic and is like, where's the information you put together to me about this and this? And they're like hunting through paper, they can't find it, they feel so foolish, and they just they're just not using their time efficiently. So I've put together a little way for you to have things in a better sort of an order. What you will need to do that is very simple. I like to keep things in little bins. Anything that is a project that belongs together, I'll keep the supplies for it in a little bin. So in this bin I've got two fine point Sharpies, a bunch of these little sticky notes, and I've also got these a few binder clips like this. See this binder clip, a large one or a small one. And then what I do is I go through the papers on my desk and I take a look. I'll show you what I did with some of them. This one, for example, is some bills that I have to take care of. And so I've got a little tab that I put on that says, pay these bills. This one is, I gotta take care of something for camp for my son. He's coming home in a few weeks from camp, so I want to make sure that I remember when he gets home that I have to take him. So this says Yitz, that's his name, he's a sweet kid, and Yitz camp forms. And then this one, a little bit scribbled on, is a daily list. So I like having daily lists of things that that I take a look through and see what needs to get done. Now, how do I make this system work for me? I've got all these Post-it notes staggered. Actually, this one belongs here. But this is just to give you the basic idea. I've got these Post-it notes staggered so that I can see every single one. I'm going to get closer to the camera. And as you can see, you've got all of them readily available and easy to read. Now, what happens, and then I take, I like using a clipboard. I'll put them, let me show you how I did that. Put them onto a clipboard. See, look how nice that is. I come over to my desk every morning, and there I see my Post-it notes on my clipboard, and I'm ready to go. Now, let's say as the day goes on, we get this thing in the mail from Johns Hopkins telling us we have an appointment. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take this, and I can stick it onto my clipboard. Issue is, I don't wanna cover up these other sticky notes that I've got already. So I'll make sure to stagger it this way. Give me 1 second, I'm coming. Just staggering them to show you. Not really behaving. All right, there we go. I've staggered it, so now you still see all the original notes. I'll fix that later. And there's the new one. Then I've got some more. This one says Lufthansa on it. I have to take care of something with a flight that we went on a while ago. And so I'll clip it up here, and I'll take the note and I'll move it down here. Just so that everything's staggered, I can see every single paper that's here. I know exactly what I need to do with it at one glance, which is the beautiful part. So you can either use a clipboard to put all your papers onto. Or if you like something simpler, you can just get a large binder clip and you can use that. Another way I like to set things up, it all depends on my clients, this is really definitely the gold standard for me. I love doing this, having a system set up this way, but it might not work for all people, because in this case, you have to be a little more meticulous, and you have to take every paper that you're working on and put it into a plastic sleeve, into a binder. So some people just don't have patience for that. That's when I tell them to do this simple, easy peasy method of the clipboard, or using a binder clip to have all your papers together. This is really nice because all the papers are in their own plastic sleeve with a tab. This one says call, the first one. If you can see, I have to call an insurance company about something. And then when I'm done with this, okay, I called the insurance company. I just pull it out. I pull out the paper, and if there's nothing important on it that I don't have to shred any personal information, then I just throw it out and I'm done. And then I can just put in, if I want to keep that call tab, I can keep the call tab, and then I just add other call papers as I go along, and I can put some more plastic sleeves behind this one, but just use this tab for all of them. So I find this to work much better than the other methods of having people file things. Most people have a fear of filing or don't have the time for filing. They're not going to do it. But I know that a method like this is simple, is easy, and will get done much more quickly and readily. And that's what I go for when I work with my clients. I want to give them systems that work for them. I don't want them to have to overwork or overthink or stress about what they have to do. I want them to be able to do something simply and easily that can really help them and change their lives for the better. Thank you so much for listening to this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to PM me. I'm going to put it on Facebook, or give me a call. I'll give you that information on my Facebook page. And it was lovely chatting with you. Have a wonderful day.